I was talking to Jose earlier about me doing the podcast, right? And I was saying there's a lot of work that goes into this, right? And when you're like get deep into it, let's say I'm fucking a megastar, which I'm not gonna be, but let's say I
absolutely are.
You already are a star in my book.
Yeah, but
aren't you Jack Black?
Low blow.
He hates that.
Low fucking blow.
That's the lowest blow you can.
You got any more docs? I got a drink. No, but I was saying that
takes a lot of work.
Let's say you become a megastar, and what's driving me to do this is my passion for this. And I told Jose that, like, dude, I haven't got any sleep. I haven't been sleeping at all. I don't think I've slept the past 2 days.
Neither did Heath Ledger.
Yeah, that's my point. That's my point. So Jose was saying, dude, you gotta sleep. You can't keep working like this. But I just
like
can't stop. I have to fucking do this shit. And I was saying, if there's like a
little technical difficulty with a chair.
Oopsie daisy.
Chris fell out of his chair.
I'm just saying that's not in my PD.
There's a fly in here, and Chris tried to swap it and fell out of his chair.
He Matrix, dude.
I'm trying
just neoed it.
I'm trying to figure out the point that I was trying to make. I think the point was
you got to sleep.
Yeah, like don't work so hard.
NyQuil.
But then I said,
here's our plug for NyQuil.
So you kind of like you're getting too excited into it, and then you're putting too much pressure on yourself. And I think that's I think everybody does that in all jobs, but specifically in Hollywood, you get those timelines, and like what you were saying is the contracts. So like you make it.
Yeah, if you got a contract,
really,
if you have a contract and you have endorsements and all that shit, and now you're like, maybe I don't want to do this anymore. I'm done. I already won. Like maybe you won Oscars and all that shit.
But they got your ass.
But they got you, so you have to you have to keep working, and you can't be around your family. And then I started thinking about.
Well, don't worry, Brian. You definitely don't have to worry about any of this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. It's not happening. Everything.
There's a few different things.
I was trying to figure out because of Anthony Bourdain.
Oh yeah, that's
because one of the things that like when Anthony Bourdain killed himself, Trish and we used to watch him all the time, and she's like, I can't fucking understand how somebody who had one of the greatest lives. He even said it. He's like, dude, I fucking have an awesome job. And he was so happy, so hopeful, and he was, going around and seeing the world. And he even killed himself, and we're like, how could somebody get to that point? Well, and I think it's because he was overworked.
Think about Robin Williams. That's one of the funniest guys in the whole world, and he ends up killing himself.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of comedians are a little bit dark, but getting back to Heath Ledger, I think there's two types of celebrities. One that want the money, the fame, and the fortune, and then the other person that's just passionate about actually doing the work. Yeah. Heath Ledger seemed like he didn't really want to be a celebrity. And Daniel Day-Lewis is another one. He doesn't do it for the celebrity.
Daniel
he does
Day-Lewis
a film.
Is dark, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, he goes all in on his characters.
So for anybody that doesn't know,
method actor.
Yeah,
he is a method actor.
So what is a method actor? Tell me that. What is this?
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Perfect. Look him up.
When you look it up, it just says Daniel Day-Lewis.
There's a picture of Daniel Day-Lewis.
It's Daniel Day-Lewis, but it's a picture of an elephant, and it's like that's Daniel Day-Lewis.
So for the gangs of New York, he apparently got so sick that they wanted him to take antibiotics, and he refused to take it because it wasn't part of the time.
That wasn't part of the time.
But it got so bad that they made him go to the hospital.
Almost died.
They're like,
there was penicillin. So dedicated. Yeah.
No penicillin.
And I mean, if you've seen There Will Be Blood, if you have not seen that movie, you have to go watch it.
I just acted it out, man.
No, so you don't need to see it
How
anymore.
long's the movie though?
It's like 2 hours.
It's like
and
6
37
So
minutes.
it's not 2 seconds.
It's like
okay,
6 days.
I was just checking to see if it wasn't
I summed
2
it up
seconds.
in about 10.
Yeah, I think I got the gist of it.
I drink your milkshake, and then he's like, "Oh, I drink it all up." That's a terrible version.
And then I take a bowling pin and bash you over the head. Bam!
Spoiler alert.
He's like, please stop, you're scaring me. And he's like, I'm gonna kill you. Like that's what this is. How this is gonna end. I'm gonna murder you. But yeah, like you were saying, fucking.
There's people that want it for the fame. What?
I just want the fame.
Method actor. Yeah. That's somebody who gets.
It's someone that gets so involved with the role it becomes their life, and they start to believe that they're really the character. At
like
that
Jim
point.
Carrey with Andy
Like
Kaufman.
Jim Carrey, yeah. He. Well, if you haven't seen Andy and Jim, have you seen it on Netflix?
Documentary.
I would definitely watch that documentary.
Oh, with
it's
Andy.
Well, it's about him doing Andy Kaufman
being
in Man
Andy
on the Moon.
Kaufman,
Yeah, on Man on the Moon. And his parents come by set, meaning Andy Kaufman's parents come by the set, and they respond to him like he's their own son.
Yeah,
it's
really
the
weird.
weirdest thing ever.
Yeah.
And if you see Jay McCarry now, I mean, he's kind of freaking out there. And what was that, in 1999?
What's going on with him?
So that was in 99.
Yeah.
He said he
Well,
lost
filming in
himself.
98.
He was so involved with the role, he lost himself.
That's what happens to a lot of
and the
actors.
crazy part was he did that, and then he lost himself even in a a sub character of Andy Kaufman's life, Tony Clifton.
Yeah.
Even that on set.
Oh
was
yeah,
nuts.
yeah.
Well,
The guy
Him
that,
and
like,
Jerry Lawler like went at it on set.
Yeah.
He hated him.
But I mean, you see Man on the Moon. It's just, what, 2-hour film, maybe,
Jerry
maybe
the
a
King.
little
2
bit
hours
less
and
than
20
that.
minutes, something like
But
that.
he's on set for a year and a half, so he's literally this guy 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's
probably
about
when he
an
goes
odd
home, he's still him. So you're being another person.
That falls under like kind of like what I was saying before about being a salesperson, because you're not.
Yeah,
That's
it's an
what I
act.
do every
I
day.
mean,
I'm a different person.
To a certain
Yeah.
degree, when you go to work, a lot of people don't like their jobs,
Mhm.
but you portray that you do,
And that's what
especially
they
in
do.
front of the people that you work
know what?
for.
That's an interesting thing. So I got in trouble recently.
Really,
As-
Jose?
Yeah,
for
well,
being myself.
for being no, because this is what I told the people at work.
I acted like I was in the DEA.
I'm DEA.
I impersonated a cop. No, I went in there and I told them I don't care about your mission. I don't care about any of you. I honestly don't care if any of you die. I'm just here to do my job and go home. And they all looked at me like I'm the fucked up one.
Wait, was this DEA or when you were in like?
No, this is
the
DEA.
Army?
This is DEA.
Oh,
I literally no, I like I.
You were
loved
saying
everybody
it to
when I
your
was-
coworkers.
My coworker,
Yeah.
like, because I told my coworkers, I was like, I care about you guys, the logistics
little.
side, but like your overall mission, I could care less. I don't like you. You're lucky you have me, first of all, and then on top
I
of that,
agree.
yeah, I don't care if I'm here or not.
So that's a blue collar attitude.
Yeah, yeah, I guess so.
From-
Yeah, I guess
from
you're
the
right.
old way. It's like I bring my lunch pail to work, I do my job, and
And
I
then
go
I go home. But it doesn't mean I don't have an appreciation for what I do. It doesn't
Yeah.
mean that I don't go and I love my job and getting my stuff done and helping people. I just don't personally care about their overall mission. Like, oh, we're same team. No, we're not. You and I are not the same team.
Yeah.
You're an asshole and you take advantage of my people. And I say my people as like people that aren't the cops because they're.
what you
we're
mean?
Mhm.
People.
different. Yeah.
You were saying that you were saying something similar to that when we were eating, weren't you?
Yeah. And
That's the point.
And that's.
But it's not that you don't care about your job. It's just
Yeah.
you're there to do the best job
Yeah.
that you can.
So don't,
but at
like-
the end of the day, when you go home, it's
Yeah.
not, it's not about them.
Well, basically, what I was trying to portray to them is like from the hours of 8 to 4:30, I am here to work. Don't expect me to stay here late
You
unless
all
you
in.
want to pay me.
4:30.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, you guys work.
I heard
hard.
4:30.
on
I
at
was like,
4:30.
come
We're
on,
like,
yeah.
dude, we
but
don't
your
ever-
time is valuable.
Yeah, and I
so
got
you're
other
gonna
shit
put
to
it
do,
all
yeah.
in.
And mine's
So-
not.
Yeah, your time is very
Chris,
valuable.
well,
different.
you're probably in a different place than he. I mean,
Yeah,
do you
obviously,
manage
he
a
works
lot
for
of
the
people?
DEA.
How many people do you manage?
I have about just 4 people, but then I have over 200 pieces of equipment that is like my responsibility. And if none of them are perfect, or excuse me, if all of them aren't perfect, they
People
get
die.
pissed.
Yeah.
But it's just like
People will
I can't
die.
do that with that just
Starting
that
tonight.
little amount.
Yeah.
And then they expect you to work past your time to get it done. They're like, no, I'm going home at 4:30. Well, this needs to get
yeah.
done. Well, then I suggest you get somebody else to work after 4:30.
Or pay OT.
Or pay me.
Pay overtime, yeah.
Well, we'll pay you overtime as much as you want. I was like, well, I also got shit to do, so I'm not going to stay here tonight just because you said tonight I got to do it. So it's one of those things where I was just telling them, like, look, again, I don't care if your mission doesn't get done. I'm a parent. I got a house that I got to take care of. I got my own shit that I got to do. I
Bills
got to take care
and
of.
Jesus,
me.
if I had that attitude, I'd have no job. What
Yeah, and
You guys
But-
hiring?
Okay, so Chris, he's managing 4 people, a lot of equipment.
Yeah.
How many people you manage?
Directly?
Directly or indirectly?
I
indirectly.
directly manage 5, indirectly,
billions.
no, not billions.
We
300,
all follow you,
400.
Chris.
Yeah, 300, 400.
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
And I mean, that's part of your gig, though.
I'm the same
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
You can tell that we're brothers because I remember when I
Yeah, they're
started
both
here-
lazy.
No, I
They're
just
not-
value my time, dude. I've not, like when my manager's like,
Yeah.
"Hey, Brian, listen, I know you're leaving at 6, but like it's really busy in here. We need you to stay." I'm like, "I don't give a fuck. I'm leaving."
Well, can I give you?
I'm
can
outta
I
here.
give
See you
a
later.
further
Peace.
explanation, though? I got to elaborate because
I understand Brian's. I'd like an explanation from you.
like here's the thing.
I'm just a dick.
Here's the thing. Remember, I told you that like most of the time it's assholes that are at the top, right? And these assholes,
You
like,
need- you need to be, though.
all
You
they-
need to be.
Yeah, and all they do is like dictate, hey, this is the goal I want to accomplish, and then the actual workers get it done,
Yeah.
and they get promoted off the work
Of other people, yeah.
Yeah, and so they're like, yeah, I made this happen. You didn't really. These guys are just afraid of losing their jobs, as opposed to where I challenge them, like, go ahead and fire me. What are you going to do without me? You can't replace me, and even if you try, it'll take a year.
Well,
and
it
a
sounds
half.
like you don't do much. I'm pretty sure if I was running that organization, you'd be very replaceable.
No, like
Well,
here's the thing. This is how bad it is. They give me a phone, like they give me a government issued phone, so that they can call me on my day off in case they need anything. I just left it back in Virginia.
Is that like the bat phone?
Yeah, exactly.
The
And so
bat
like
phone.
when I come back, the first thing I'm gonna get is reprimanded because like, hey, did you have your phone on you? I was like, I forgot it. And it's one of those, well, we gave you a phone. I was like, what does that matter? I'm not gonna come into work to help.
So
you.
what do they do? Right up?
Right. You're just wasting your own money.
Yeah.
We're gonna write you up, Jose.
Yeah, and that's
We're gonna discipline.
And
you.
even if they write me up, it's as simple as because as a government employee, it's a lot easier. Like we have
Yeah.
a lot of protections, so it's like we're gonna write you up. It's like, well, I'm gonna provide a rebuttal, and then I'm gonna say it's hostile.
John, get the
work
ruler.
environment. Like, you know,
Put
like-
out your hands, Jose.
And then like you guys definitely said something that I was like, as soon as I realized I had this in my like back pocket, I was like, oh, I'm protected. I'm a protected category. I'm feeling very, very discriminated against.
You know, this is bringing.
They know it's
They gave me a phone.
Yeah.
They assumed I didn't have a phone.
Yeah, like I can afford a phone. You know, what I'm
This
saying?
is-
VR card.
I mean,
this is
told
I
you.
bringing
could
me
afford
back.
a prepaid phone. Flip.
This is
Oh, yeah,
bring
little
this is
flash
bringing me
up.
back to like how you were saying, like me and you, we tell our jobs to go fuck themselves. Like
Yeah.
I do what I want, but going back to like guys like Anthony Bourdain
Yeah.
and Heath Ledger and that, they can't tell them. They can't tell those fucking companies. They're telling whole companies.
Well, that's the contract issue, though.
That's yeah.
And that's the thing. So now we got contract employees.
Like, can you
that they're
imagine?
terrified.
Can you imagine if like Anthony Bourdain was doing the layover
Yeah.
at the same time that he was doing Parts Unknown? Is that what it's called? Parts Unknown? That's the name of the one of the shows, Parts Unknown. And then he was also doing the layover in between. He was going to like his other whatever, like the other sites, and he said it got too much. He couldn't do it. But can you imagine if he said, even if he could say, I don't want to do this anymore, break the contract, I don't give a fuck, just charge me whatever.
Yeah, they
and
take
I'll
all his money.
and it doesn't matter to him, right?
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
at the same time, all the people that were hired, all the crew members
Yeah.
they're going to lose their jobs. So that's probably why he can't go.
Yeah,
Well, I
that's a
can't
lot.
just
That's a
fucking-
lot of pressure. Yeah.
And the pressure can fuck with you, because I think that if all those people's lives are in your hands, and on top of that, he's going around the world. Like, we know that America here, it's pretty nice, but when he's going to like these exotic locations, he's seeing the people over there are probably treated like shit. He's probably seeing some messed up stuff
Yeah.
all around the world that he doesn't
Mhm.
talk about, and also he's away from his family. And I mean, I'm not saying that's the reason why, but it had to be something.
Well, we
like-
don't know. We don't know what he's going through.
I'm just
Maybe-
trying to figure out how
Also-
somebody so awesome and had such an awesome life could take his own life. He
I
had so
mean,
much hope.
I mean, honestly, have you met someone that committed suicide that totally makes sense?